All right, you know we got to get into basketball season. We are 2 weeks away from the start of another great NBA season, where we're coming off a season where, unfortunately, the Boston Celtics won the NBA title because they faced no competition in the Eastern Conference, but that's not my issue. So we got to focus on some things. Let's look at the Western Conference first, and you know where I'm going with this. Can the Lakers contend in the West this year? And as much as LeBron annoys me, although he's a GOAT, he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest, he annoys me. We won't get into that. We'll get into that another time. I think the Lakers might contend this year. And the reason why I think they're going to contend is because LeBron and AD both played over 70 games. LeBron played 73. AD played 76 out of an 82-game schedule. Yes, they did lose in 5 to the Denver Nuggets. That's because Darvin Ham didn't know how to coach. And I think the Nuggets just had their number psychologically. When you lose to a team consistently, I think it was like 11 straight times, dating back to the Western Conference Finals the year before, and then the 4 times in the regular season, then the three times in the playoffs. Then the Lakers got one Game 4 and they lost Game 5. I think there was something psychological going on there. And so the Lakers were banged up bad last year. They were missing C. Wood. They were missing Gabe Vincent. They were missing Vando for part of the season. Now, those guys, I'm not naming them like they're going to save the Lakers and make them title contenders. But if the Lakers have these guys throughout the regular season, there's a level of team camaraderie and, team chemistry and team fortitude that can be built. If you're going to win a playoff series, especially in the Western Conference, you have to at least have 7 to 8 guys who are playing together, playing well, because there's literally like 13 good teams in the West. And the West it used to be like 8 really good teams, and then like from 9 to 12 you had like 4 mediocre teams who were really good. They just didn't have the stars that the 8 have. But now you got like 13 teams, or I'll say 11 to 12 teams who have at least 1 or 2 stars, and then they have a group of guys. And so the Lakers just need a group of guys. You know what I mean? I believe in Austin Reeves. I know what y'all Lakers fans think about D'Lo, but D'Lo is a good player. He's a good player. He struggled a little bit in the playoffs, and a lot of guys struggle in the playoffs because the playoffs is a different type of beast. It goes from the regular season to the full court flow. The playoffs is half court. Let's get a bucket and let's play defense. And so, but the reason why I think the Lakers are going to contend because, everybody's pretty much healthy going into the season. That wasn't the case last year. And LeBron and AD are coming off not only a healthy regular season, but they're coming off a summer where they just played basketball for 6 straight weeks. They played basketball for 6 straight weeks at the Olympics. So it's not going to take them time to get into the flow. Being an athlete and, being, somebody who plays basketball, it takes some time. If you're not playing all summer and then you go trying to run full court, you're not going to get up to speed really quick. But I think LeBron and AD will be able to get up to speed pretty quick. I feel like they'll be able to be able to adjust to that regular season flow. And I think Reeves will have a good regular season. I think a guy like Christian Wood, if he can stay healthy, will be able to, to be a 3-and-D type of guy. I know he's a 6'11", but he'll be able to stretch the floor. I believe that JJ Redick will help some of these younger guys, Max Christie, some of these younger players that they have on their team. They'll be able to help them develop. A Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect can shoot the ball. Coming out of Tennessee, he would have been a little bit higher, but he fell to 17. He can shoot the ball. I think Max Christie will develop nice under JJ Redick. I believe that Dalton Connect will be able to develop under JJ Redick. Now, Bronny better not play, but he probably will because he's the son of LeBron James. So we'll probably see him get in a little bit. But Bronny won't help them win. He will not help them. LeBron haters, don't get it twisted. I love LeBron, but Bronny should not be on this team. But I do respect it. I do respect what LeBron's doing. But if you're looking at, I'm talking from outside of the fact that he's LeBron's son. If Bronny was somebody else and averaged 5-2-2, he would have not got drafted. And we know that. We know that for a fact. But I have to admit, it looks great. It looks great for LeBron and his family. It testifies to the work that LeBron has put in his whole career. So I'm happy for LeBron. I'm happy for Bronny. It looks great for the Lakers organization. It's just a great aesthetic. It's a great addition to the history of the Lakers franchise, especially if they can win. Imagine if they win a championship. If they win a championship, Jordan fans better just go hide under a rock because LeBron's argument would be too strong. But when it comes to contention, I think the Lakers will contend. I think they will be a 4 to 6 seed if LeBron and AD are healthy. I think they can get the 4 to 6 seed. It will take us some time to really dissect the seedings in the West, but we'll get into that as the year goes on. But I'm not going to pick them to win. I'm not going to pick them to get to the finals, but I will pick them to contend. I think they'll contend. I think they'll play at a high level, and I think they'll be able to win, about 47 to 52 games, possibly 50. So we'll see what happens over there. I think the West is loaded with talent, especially with guards. You look at a Ja Morant, who I think the Grizzlies will be a top 2 team in the West, them with the OKC Thunder. You look at a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You look at Luka Doncic. You look at Kyrie Irving. There's so many elite guards. You look at Anthony Edwards. You look at guys, like a De'Aaron Fox, who's now playing with DeMar DeRozan. There's so much guard play in the Western Conference. But I do believe that, because AD was healthy, because LeBron was healthy, they'll be able to compete. And I think that J.J. Redick will have to implement a certain type of offensive game plan. He said he's going to go with D'Lo, AR, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis for their starting lineup. And they believe I went 23-10. Yes, they went 23-10 last year, and they were the 7th seed. They had beat the Pelicans in the play-in, and then they lost to Denver in that first round. But, I think if he sticks with that lineup, that was a great shooting lineup in the second half of the season. If you look into what they did after the All-Star break, they were the best three-point shooting team after the All-Star break last year. Rui can knock it down. AR can knock it down. D'Lo can knock it down. LeBron shot 40% from 3 last year. And I just think they'll need some guys coming off the bench. Gabe Vincent. They'll need a couple guys, We'll see what the young guys can do with Jackson Hayes, and we'll see what happens over there. But I think it's going to be another interesting season. I think LeBron's going to get his normal 26, 8-8, and AD's going to do his 20. Matter of fact, I think AD is poised for one of those seasons that he had when he was with the Pelicans, a 28-10. We haven't seen that AD. We saw him the first year when he averaged 26-9 and they won the bubble championship. But I think we're getting a big year from AD, 28, 12, 4 assists, 2 blocks. And if they're a 4 seed,